Hello, I wanted to talk to you about bundles and specifically how to create them, how to price them, and the purpose of them. So, there's not really anything to establish right here, and I hate when people have long intros, so let's just jump right into it. In my business, I have 7 total bundles. The first 4 bundles are the main bundles, the higher price bundles, and then the last 3 are my budget bundles. I wanted to start just at the first bundle, the first price point. Okay, we're gonna call it small. If you have not watched the video about the sales ladder and how that relates to bundles and how you can make more money in your real estate photography, doing that, then click somewhere up here to watch that video right now. I'll also leave it linked in the description down below. It's super vital information. We're gonna be referencing a lot of that info in this video, but I will kind of go over the same things, but it's worth it to get more context. So we have our small bundle. Budget bundles are gonna cover the lower cost realtors that wanna get some more services done, but they don't necessarily wanna go for your big ones. But the small bundle, we can have something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 services. You don't want to have anything too large in here. You don't want to have like a virtual tour. You don't want to have a property video. But at the very base, you want to have photos. I'd say aerial photos, a 2D floor plan. You can do a vertical highlight reel, and maybe something like a vertical social media walkthrough video. So this is our first bundle. Not too crazy, there's not too many services in here, but it's going to be valuable for the realtors that want to use it. So then we're going to price it. Let's say your photos are $150, your aerial photos are also $150, your floor plan's $100, your vertical highlight reel is $120, and your walkthrough video is $80. All that equals out to be $600 even. And you might be tempted to do whole numbers like this, and you totally can, but there's some psychological things at play, so I would like to drop this down to $599. So what are we gonna do with this information? Well, we're gonna have our total price for this first bundle be $599. And if you wanted to, you could lower that to something like $549, but I wanted to talk about the sales ladder real quick. So as it progresses, we've got our small bundle for $599, we've got our medium bundle, and without even going through and looking at the services that we're gonna include, because it's gonna include all of these plus a couple more, we're just gonna price that immediately at $799, $200 more than our small bundle. Here's the reason why. I talked about the sales ladder a little bit, and I referenced the video that I wanted you to go watch before you watch this one, but you can watch this one. The purpose of a sales ladder is similar to when you go to Jack in the Box or McDonald's or whatever, and you see a small for $8.99, and then $2 more is a medium, at $10.99, and then $1 more is the large at $11.99. So you get the large because it has the best value, because it's the smallest jump up. Really, it's $3 more than the small, but because you have a logical progression, $200 more for the medium bundle, and then only $100 more for the large bundle, which comes with a lot of services, that's the one that people are gonna gravitate towards. And then you have your fourth bundle, which is your price anchor. And we'll go over that in just a second. But then we can continue on and we can do large. Immediately, we know that this price is going to be $899, okay? That is the price, progression of our sales ladder. We have small, medium, and large. So in the medium bundle, it's gonna come with all these same services, but it's gonna also come with a property video, okay? This is a horizontal cinematic listing video, property video, whatever you wanna call it. It's gonna have a property video, plus it's going to have aerial videography. I charge $400 minimum for my property videos and $275 for aerial videography. So this is for all intents and purposes, $675 jump from the $600 that the small, all the individual prices added up to be a la carte. But then this would be something more like $1275. So the small bundle, all the individual services add up to be $600, and it's a price of $599. All if purchased separately, all the medium would go up to $1275. So you can see the value here, where you can even have this listed on your website, like, medium bundle or whatever you name it. You have a slash through the regular price, and then you're, on sale for $799. But we have the $1275 right here to go off of. And then for the large bundle, because the medium bundle is now finished, all it comes with is photos, aerial photos, 2D floor plan, vertical highlight reel, walkthrough video, a property video, and aerial videography linked into the main stuff. And then in here, it's also gonna come with all this stuff, but then we're gonna add on something like a property website and 2 virtual twilights. We can do front and back, where I would price the property website anywhere between $150 to $250, and then the 2 virtual twilights, something like, I don't know, $75 each for that. So then that increases the price another, you know, so I don't want to do the math, but maybe we're somewhere around $1,500, $1,400 or something like that. Again, you can do the little slash through on your website, on sale for $8.99. That's a discount of, you know, God, $700 or something like that. The way that you sell more in your real estate photography business is by creating a higher amount of perceived value. And you can name them. I mean, I think my lowest one is the Essentials bundle. The medium one is the Realtor bundle, and the large one is a marketing bundle. And then the fourth, the price anchor, is going to be the Works. The way that this sales ladder works is very heavily dependent on the price anchor, the largest package, because we're gonna price this something stupid like $2,000. Why? Why do we do that? Well, when someone lands on your website and they see the smallest, you know, bundle until they get to the budget bundle scrolling down, is $5.99, $7.99, $8.99, they're gonna be like, man, this person's kind of expensive. Maybe, depends on your market, who knows? And then they look to the right at the $2,000 price tag and they're like, oh, and then they're more likely to go with something like this. Instead of, if this was the largest bundle, you wouldn't get as many people wanting to get that because they'd be intimidated by being the person getting the largest bundle. But you'll also have people that get the Works package for any number of reasons. Maybe they do a whole lot of condos. Okay, and now they just got into a luxury property. They don't know what to do. They just want to do everything to impress. You'll get a lot of people doing this just because they have the cash and they want to flaunt that they have the cash, which is great. That's fine by me. So whatever price you land on for your Works package, which we'll go over the services that are going to be included in just a second, you have to make sure that it is at a dollar amount that you are happy to do that package at. So this bundle, you know, when we outlined it, it might take you 2 hours if you're exceedingly fast. If you're slow, it might take you 3, it might take you 4. So you have to price it out. Whatever you price it out at has to be worthwhile for you to do it. And you can't just do, oh, I'd love to get paid $1,000 for a listing. If this is your logical progression, you can't do that. This has to be at least double the price of your previous largest package, just, you know, to maintain that price anchor. You see this all the time in, you know, companies like Apple, where they have a Mac Mini, right? And then it's like $1,600 and you're like, man, that's kind of a lot of money. But then you start adding on all the, like, you want more solid state room, you want higher RAM, you want a better GPU. Suddenly that Mac Mini went from $1,600 to $7,000 and you're like, oh God, okay, $1,600 isn't that bad. That's the purpose of a price anchor, and you can make it work for you and your business. But let's outline exactly what services we're gonna include in our Works package. Of course, it's gonna include all these services that we've already included. And then we'll add, you know, maybe physical twilight, and that will be, you can do twilight photos, you can do twilight video, you can do twilight aerial, you can do twilight aerial video. So we can outline all that. We can do pics, okay? And all those have their own individual price, corresponding price that, you know, adds up to be in this Works bundle. You can do something like a agent intro outro for the agents to build their brand. You can also include something like surrounding area footage. So that will include photos and video. Like if you want to do a lifestyle property video, you'd get the surrounding area footage, like, you know, nearby beach, nearby mall, nearby whatever, and then, you know, parks. You can include that in the footage or just in the photos of the MLS. And there's more stuff that you can do. You know, you can do a property video edit for social media. So you can do the little 3-stack cinematic property video, but in horizontal form. So you have the in vertical form. So you have the 3 horizontal video clips that are stacked on top of each other. That could be another thing that your client could post on their social medias to market the properties. There's all kinds of stuff that you can add on to this. A lot of the services that you do, you know, sans the physical twilight stuff and the agent intro outro, I guess just a couple of them are things that you can do at home. You don't have to be on site for, but this is going to take a good bit of time. So you have to price this out at something ridiculous, and you add on, you know, add up all the little individual services to see exactly what that package might cost. Because this package might have an a la carte, association of $4,000, but then you're willing to sell it for $2,000 if someone gets it. So you can also have something like priority scheduling. You could also have something like social media edits for photos. So you can put, your 5 best photos from that particular listing and then plug it into like a 5 carousel thing for Instagram, where you have the first photo on the first slide, and then you like split the second photo from the first carousel to the second carousel slide. You go on and so forth and so forth. There's apps that can do that for free. I can't remember exactly what they're called. So these are the main big bundles. And when someone lands on your website, the way that you want to have these structured is very similar to this. So on my website, I have the first bundle, the second bundle, the third bundle, the price anchor. Okay, and then there's a breakdown of pricing all right here, where it has the first bundle, and then 0 to 2,000 square feet, 2,000 to 3,000 square feet, 3,000 to 4,000 square feet, and then up, and then the other bundles as well with all their individual pricing outlined. So you want to have that be front and center on your services page, and you can also include it in your home page if you so desire, because you want to make it as easy as possible for people to book you and get it done. But like we talked about in one of the other videos that I uploaded, if you are having all this automated, like you input all your small, medium, and large bundles into something like HD Photo Hub, Ario, Spiro, whatever, then you're losing money. If someone books you, let's say your bundle looks like this, and you've got the name, you've got the price, you've got all the services that outline, then you've got a giant book now button, and then someone hits book, and then they're taken to your actual booking page, I would have, instead of an automated shopping cart like Spiro, HD Photo Hub, Ario offers, I don't like that. We went over that. Actually, I've talked about this a lot. I prefer to have a booking page that has a custom form embedded that asks things like the address of the listing, the square footage of the listing, all the information about it, the bundle that they're most interested in, how they heard about me, a checkbox to say I can communicate with them with email, a checkbox to say, certify that the property is going to be ready, and if it's not, then it can have an additional fee. And then they hit submit, and then it'll go to the next slide, which will ask their first name, last name, email address, cell phone number, and then, finally a submit button. And then this information gets sent to me. I pick up the phone and I call them, because I have to make sure, do they really need the small bundle, or should they go with something more like the large? Okay, or are they getting the large and maybe they really need something like a small? Because you want to be there for your clients, and you don't want to be constantly saying like, oh, just get the fucking works bundle at every single thing. You have to develop some amount of trust with your clients. But that's kind of the way that I would structure it. I've done the booking page, and you lose money when you take the human interaction out of the equation. So let's go over the budget bundles real quick. So these I have 2 steps below my bigger bundles. So you'll recall we have bundle 1, bundle 2, bundle 3, bundle 4, outline of prices, and then a little bit about services or whatever. And then I have the budget bundles 1, 2, 3, and then the breakdown of the pricing of that. So that's kind of the structure of the pricing page on my website. So for the budget bundles, my first package is my basics bundle. Okay, and this just comes with pics. So real estate photography, it comes with aerial photos, and it comes with a 2D floor plan. And I personally priced this out at $449, I believe, on my website. If you're charging a whole lot less, $150 for aerial photos, $150 for real estate photography, another $100 for 2D floor plan, that would be $450. Oh, I guess that's the same price. So yeah, do this, charge more. And then I've got the virtual bundle, which comes with a 360 tour and real estate photography, and then also the 2D floor plan as well. I don't know why people just like to get virtual things. So I think I have this priced at $549 because I charge a lot for 360 tours because I don't like doing them. And then I've got the video bundle, which comes with a property video, and then it comes with an aerial video, and then it comes also with real estate photography as well. And I have this priced at, I think, $699 or something like that. So that's kind of the whole layout of all this stuff. But why do you want to use bundles? Why don't you just want to sell individual services and call it a day and let your clients pick? Because your clients don't know anything about real estate. They know about talking to people. They know about selling homes, which is just paperwork. They don't know anything about marketing properties. We are in charge of doing all the materials creation for these realtors to market with. So we are the experts in our field. We have to be able to recommend specific services. Different properties are going to need different materials. So a luxury property, obviously you want to get more. A single family 1,400 square foot house, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom that's in suburbia, you don't really need the same things. You don't need a property video unless it's like a really supremely nice location. You could get away with a virtual tour, photos, floor plan, and aerial photos, and that would be done. So you have to instill a level of confidence in the relationship with you and your clients so that they actually trust what you say when you say, hey, this is my recommendation. You don't just need to go with the works package every time. You can go with something like the small or even one of the basic bundles, the budget bundles, if you so desire. So, coaching program is still live. The Property Video 101 course is almost done. It's 50% off still. I think it comes out to $176 or something like that for the course. It's going to go over how to film your real estate videos with either a cell phone or a regular camera. There's going to be modules for both of those. You can watch both of them because you'll gain insight. And there's also different tiers of what you're going to learn. So the first tier is just how to film a regular property video, nothing fancy. It's just smooth, buttery, cinematic footage. And then we'll start jumping into, the reveal shots and how to make things a little bit more cinematic, how to do speed ramps, all that stuff. The first one is how to film and how to get it done really quickly and be smooth and be confident with it. And then we start introducing more and more complex movements. Start with iPhone, then we're going to move on to something, like a Sony ZV-E1 that we're going to film with, on a big gimbal, and then we're going to try and do complicated property videos with the iPhone, and then complicated real estate videography with the ZV-E1 as well. That, obviously it's cross-compatible with whatever. It's just the camera that I'm using to film all this. So, pick up that course. It is in pre-order phase. As soon as it's live, it's going to go back up to regular price of $349. So keep an eye out, jump in right now, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.